Welcome back. Home Depot is now facing backlash from black faith leaders over its apolitical stance on Georgia's new voting law. The retailer has 90 stores throughout its home state of Georgia. It employs roughly 27,000 people. In a statement to Fox News, the company says it is going to, quote, continue to underscore our statement that all elections should be accessible, fair, and secure and support broad voter participation, and to continue to work to ensure our associates in Georgia and across the country have the information and resources to vote. Dagan McDowell, the company takes a stance that everyone else agrees with, but it doesn't attack Georgia's law, and it gets attacked anyway.
Right. I choose the walk over the talk. And what I am speaking about is Home Depot has a large initiative to ensure that its associates, the people who work for the company in Georgia, just specifically, register to vote. This is some information from Home Depot. They have a Get Out the Vote initiative, 15,500 voter registrations among its associates, 1,800 associates. They work to help allow them to volunteer at polling locations across the country. 600 tech workers, volunteers in Atlanta to support tech and cybersecurity issues related to the election. And then Home Depot even donated more than 9,000 plexiglass dividers in Georgia to help polling safety requirements. So what is Home Depot's worried about? The people who work there and the customers and the community at large. So a statement, some people might be upset with a statement, but I would side with what they do in action rather than what they do in putting out a statement, trying to appease, I don't know, the left wing.
Well, that's the thing. That's right. I mean, that's spot on, because that's all it is, appeasing these loudmouths who are just driving a narrative that's not even true. Maybe Home Depot actually read the law in Georgia and recognized there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, Mark Tepper. But because they weren't going along with the loudmouth narrative to muddy up Georgia and the GOP ahead of the Senate race next year, they get attacked by the left. It's absolutely outrageous. Home Depot did everything right.
They did, yeah. So, look, we own Home Depot. I love the company. Great management team. Everything about them is great. You got a red-hot housing market. So great company. And I prefer when companies stay out of politics. I mean, Home Depot exists to serve their stakeholders, and they treat their employees very well. They're doing a great job. They don't exist to play political games with groups on the left, right? And all of this complaining about Georgia's voting laws, it's irritating. It's meant to provide everybody with an opportunity to vote while maintaining the integrity of the election by making sure everyone votes once. You need an ID. It's not a big deal. If you're financially disadvantaged, you just got $1,400 dropped in your lap. A state ID in Ohio, where I live, is $10. A voter ID in Georgia is free. So don't tell me you can't afford an ID. It's all narrative.
Well, it's all narrative, and, it's really a strategy. Herschel Walker was on the show on Sunday, made such a great point that the left is trying to muddy up Georgia and the GOP going into the Senate race in 2022 so that Raphael Warnock keeps that seat. That's what this is about. This is about the majority in the Senate, the majority for Democrats. And that is why companies have to be very careful to ensure that they understand what they're talking about before they just jump on that bandwagon. That's what we saw with so many companies. Major League Baseball really hurt the city of Atlanta and Georgia in general by taking that All-Star game out. Mark.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, I don't understand what MLB did by moving the All-Star game from Georgia over to Colorado, where, in Atlanta it's 51% black. In Denver it's 9% black. So I really don't know what MLB did in that entire situation. I mean, that's just a joke. It's a complete joke.
Yeah.
But look, all of these organizations and companies, they're getting bullied. That's what's happening right now. They're getting bullied.
That's right.
And to stand your ground, I find that to be a very noble trait.
Yeah, good for Home Depot.